The forecast with KOIN 6 Chief Meteorologist Bruce Sussman.
Okay, we'll start looking ahead, and we'll take a little break in the forecast and look at some of the lightning pictures that you sent in last night. But first, here's what you know to plan the evening. Mid-70s and feeling a little humid at 7 o'clock. 71 at 9 and in the upper 60s by 11 o'clock tonight. A mainly dry evening. Overnight could be an isolated storm, but tomorrow morning it's partly sunny skies and 64 at 8 a.m. 71 and already feeling humid at lunchtime, and we make it to 79 tomorrow afternoon. So almost a repeat of today. We hit 80, and the coast, boy, you were warm. Lots of 70s along our beach cities. Right now it's 78 degrees. A live look outside from our Salties cam right on the Columbia, where it is. The Columbia looks like glass. It's a pretty low wind kind of night. But boy, look at the rain totals from the overnight storms. Battleground over ½ an inch. Scappoose over 1/3. The Bethany area, you almost had that much. And Beaverton, about ¼ inch of rain. And just as proof that thunderstorms are driving the rain totals right now, Baker City and Portland on our big map, the only two cities with measurable rainfall, although Pendleton, you've gotten into the act this afternoon. All right, lightning above Gresham. Chris caught this shot. Look at this tangled web of lightning strikes. That was a beauty. How about this one of more of this cloud-to-cloud lightning, where the fingers just kind of roll across the sky and everything lights up. And that was a shot above Hillsborough. Thanks, Tammy, for sending that in to news@koin.com. And then the way the morning started, so the morning after the storm, Rhonda said it was kind of eerie seeing these clouds over her place in Oregon City, but then the sun came out, and it's been a nice day ever since. Now, we've got thunderstorms going in far eastern Oregon between Baker City and Pendleton right now. A lot of lightning strikes over there. Still quiet on the west side, but I'm going to be watching this very closely this evening because the pattern has changed very little. In fact, the area of low pressure that helped trigger all the action is still right where it was last night. And what it's doing is pulling in weak impulses or disturbances that you really can't see very well, but they're there in the atmosphere, and they act like a trigger to start up storms. And that's what we were working with overnight last night and into early this morning. Now, this area of low pressure, which will also trigger more storms around it as it moves on shore, that happens on Thursday, and that's when I really think our thunderstorm chances increase. So here's tonight, 7 o'clock, right? Pretty quiet, maybe a sprinkle over the mountains. That's about it. But as we get into the early morning hours, you see the clouds come off the Cascades again, trying to get some slight development. This is what the models were showing last night at the same time that we were having the thunderstorm. So we're going to be watching this overnight tonight and see how that develops. Meanwhile, we get our way into 9 a.m. Wednesday. It's quiet for kids going to school. Lunchtime tomorrow looks quiet, maybe a mountain shower during the day. Here's the evening commute as we finish out our Wednesday. Then it gets interesting. The area of low pressure coming on shore Thursday morning. A lot of us have a wet commute, and we may be having thunder around. We probably will at times. This is 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, and now you take you to Thursday evening. So we're going to watch Thursday very closely. Could be some downpours, certainly, in addition to the possibility of a thunderstorm. So tomorrow, west of the Cascades, it's a pretty quiet day. East of the Cascades, it's also pretty quiet and fairly warm. And you can see temperatures are in the upper 70s through the gorge and around 70 if you're going to be on Mount Hood. 79 in Portland and Vancouver, 68 on Thursday. Yeah, 68. Now, that's going to be a cool and kind of damp day. Friday, we're drying out. And then the weekend looks mostly dry, and a warming and drying trend really takes hold on Sunday. So that was a lot of tired people, I bet. You know, first day of school is always hard. Yeah. Then a lot of kids were up in the night, as were many of us, listening to the thunder. So
it hit around midnight at our house.
That was crazy.
I took NyQuil, so I didn't know.
You missed it.
Missed it all.